Well, one of Central New York's most prolific scorers is ready to take the next step in her college basketball career. Good evening. I'm Matt Hosworth coming to you live from home tonight. We showed you Lyrik Jackson signing her national letter of intent yesterday, but what about all that work it takes to get to that point? As she tells me, her college basketball journey has been anything but ordinary. Great athletes have a way of making the game look so easy, the same way Lyrik Jackson did while starring at Syracuse Academy of Science.
I've always had the ability to score. Like, people who've always seen me, like, that's one thing they can always say. Just the effort that I put into it, like knowing where I want to go from my journey coming from junior college, like I knew that I was going to have to work big time to get a scholarship because I took a different path from other athletes.
More than 1,600 points later, she still stands as the all-time leading scorer in SAS girls basketball history. But just like any great athlete, there's a story behind that smile, one she now appreciates.
Once the program folded, I got out of there immediately. She was the first person I called. She was shocked that I called her. She was like, Lyrik? And I'm like, yeah, I'm coming to Mohawk.
After a year at Monroe Community College, the women's basketball program there folded, which is when Emily Durr entered her life, a first-year head coach at Mohawk Valley in Utica.
I remember I got a call from one of her assistant coaches at Monroe, because that's where she was freshman year, and their program kind of dissolved last year, and he's like, hey, Lyrik's looking for a spot. But the day I got her, I remember I packed my car up and I drove out, and I actually helped her move out of her dorm room. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to get a player like her, but a person as well. Brought her to Mohawk, and she was just a dream ever since.
Over to Emily Durr, three from the corner is up and good. Emily Durr with a well-marked three-pointer.
Yes, that's Emily Durr, starring for Utica Notre Dame, then playing 4 years of Big 12 Conference basketball for the Iowa State Cyclones, helping Lyrik Jackson become a junior college All-American.
She taught me how to not getting caught into the hype of being a D1 athlete, but to go where, you know, you can strive and be successful. She's like one of my biggest mentors. She stuck with me for the rest of her life. I always tell her that.
Lyrik Jackson will now have a chance to prove herself at the Division II level, but it's not here at Lemoyne College. Actually, it's against a Dolphins conference rival, creating a homecoming of sorts over the next 2 years.
I had a lot of offers, a lot of interest on the table, but I decided to take my talents to the University of New Haven. That's actually the talk of the town right now. Everybody knows, so I just signed and everything, so everybody's like, y'all coming to Lemoyne, and we play them twice. So I think that's going to be a pretty interesting game. Everyone's going to be there. We have a lot of hometown kids from both sides.
Her talent, undeniable. A true gamer in every sense of the word, proving Division I college basketball isn't quite for everyone. Instead, following her heart all the way to New Haven, Connecticut.
Definitely a national title. I haven't gotten one yet. I haven't had one since high school. It's been a long journey. I've came close a couple times, so I think with this program, it could definitely be possible. I would love to do that. That's my main goal. But also, like, just continue to influence young girls around our community. They look up to me a lot. I get a lot of phone calls. So just influence them to say, like, hey, you don't always have to take the Division I route right out of high school. You know, it's different paths. Everyone never has the same path.
Awesome stuff there,
Tommy,
Matt.
I think even Brady is impressed by Lyrik Jackson. She is an incredible talent, averaging just under 27 points per game last year at Mohawk Valley. She did have some Division I offers to her name, but just decided Division II was the way to go. Brady, don't get out of my arms. We're holding you here for the shot because you got to be on TV. So, Tommy, we'll send it back to you.
Matt, thank you so much. A very nasty Euro step there with Lyrik Jackson. Very good. Very excited to watch her play at the next level, Matt. Thank you.